You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't...
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. We're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Cowboys 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Taken down.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and a yard, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
Out of the gun, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
By the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
Down at the 26.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 19-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 7-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Browns 7, Cowboys nothing.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Number 27,
Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff as they run left side. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Christian Wade. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey! Pull it out. Pull it out. Gun, gun. Block 52. 52's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here goes. 80, 20. 1, 8, 8. Mike 52. Gun. Watch the twist. Mike 52.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check 99. Great.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mayfield to his new target, Hooper, for a Cleveland first. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd and long.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
You better be afraid of me. 20. 52's the mic.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
By number 33.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Bend it. Bend it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newton. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete to Kareem.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go again. Freaking choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Try to do better. Come on.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
24, Nick Chubb.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd and short. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here's Jamie Gillen down, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
For the Browns.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 27. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Let's go, B. Big series right here.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Trips. Hey, watch number 5, watch number 5. I got him.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down again. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete from the contact. It's now fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Today's final score.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you down with me, down with me? I got around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got 1,000 in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't you get down, send the Calvary? It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down? Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm dirt cheater. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you'll need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up yet. The parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up.
Select the team you want to join.
You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you could rate where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
She right got me.
Hit boy to be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Harrison Butker. This is the National Football League.
And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 63 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Damian Wilson in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
With the handoff to Aaron Jones. Brought down at the 23-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
The first quarter with the score Packers 6, Chiefs 0.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelsey fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelsey.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, a quick slant to Hill. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
At the Packers' 4-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. Now, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown,
Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point.
And mobile quarterbacks continue to populate the NFL. And Patrick Mahomes, he's certainly mobile, but that hasn't been his stock in trade for much of his career. But we did see him get into the end zone a couple of times in the playoffs last year, and he was a leading rusher for Kansas City for much of those. 27-yard scramble for a touchdown in the AFC title game, and of course, he scored the first touchdown in last year's Super Bowl.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers! A 93-yard kickoff return. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Second and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Mason Crosby to kick.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So that one will be accepted. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 43. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down. Now a second down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Now, the the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
No good. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes quickly to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
He's back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
Mahomes.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted. The Packers take over.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps.
Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league break.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The tackle made.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Bills.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. I got it. Mike 53. 53. Mike. Right here, right here.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Malik Harrison brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Love now on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing. Love. He's airing it out for Williams. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Love now to pass on 1st down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
At the 26-yard
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. They'll give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Bills nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year.
First down, a run with Cohen. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The ball carrier.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go. Blue 32. Get that ball. Get that ball. Switch. Switch.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Love from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming.
On first down, Cohen. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
The ball carrier.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
There's not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Buffalo.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The Bills ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Yeldon. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And it's 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Only needing 2 yards on second down. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mike, ready? 53, Mike. Alert, alert, alert. Watch the pass. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. It's out of time. It's out of time.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
John Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
6-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Man up, D. Slam. 52 blast. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Made the tackle. No gain.
Nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Oh,
that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but now it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The give is to Bell, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeves. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 57 the mark.
On first down, Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Allen will try again on second down. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Check. 53 spot. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
From midfield, here's Allen. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
10 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
They run here with Singletary. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard line.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That's
back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Allen, got to have this one. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo.
To number 11,
Cole Beasley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They try again with Cohen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now left side on the swing pass. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
Bills first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
Operating from the gun. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Brings up second.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day. Check. Lucky.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Push him back. Big head. Hey, watch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten. Oh, Cohen lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The big fella. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down, but that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brian Poole. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And 11 at the 16-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.
A loss of a yard.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall a game under the 500 mark at